Animals you'd expect to see on Discovery Channel are now showing up in the middle of the street. And two worlds are about to collide. No need to wait. WOW TV starts right now. Heavy rains often wash crocodiles into residential areas. Putting fear aside, locals stepped in to rescue the creature, keeping everyone safe, including the croc. This leopard didn't come to make friends. It came to unleash the power of pure instinct. A chimpanzee escaped from a zoological park in Japan, turning the whole neighborhood upside down. Wild boars can get aggressive when they feel threatened. In unfamiliar places like neighborhoods, they're quick to lose control. The leopard knew exactly what it came for. The unleashed doggo was its target. Chaos erupts as a massive, angry guest storms through a neighborhood in Nepal. In this wild showdown, it's the street vendors who end up taking the biggest hit. A 10-foot python was found inside a family's bedroom. A passenger vehicle suddenly found itself face to face with a fierce predator. Lucky for them, the windows were shut. These two took their fight all the way to a campsite, probably just looking for some extra attention.
Yo, what's up? What y'all doing?
A tennis match at the Miami Open was interrupted by a mischievous iguana crashing the court. Tired of ocean life, this sea lion came ashore and turned to a life of crime. Hand over the fish or say goodbye to the car. Crickets have taken over homes in Nevada.
Is that a pile of dead ones right there?
They're dead mixed with live ones, yeah.
Wildlife is no longer staying out of city life. A quiet night suddenly turned chaotic because of two lions. No one wants a giant aggressive guest showing up like this. A wild coyote's break-in plan got cut short, thanks to the furry gatekeeper on duty. Facing the king of the savannah alone, this farmer chose courage to protect his herd. Social media users were stunned by the bizarre footage, calling it a spider's paradise. Experts later revealed the truth. The spiders were actually in the middle of a massive mating ritual. A bull elk stroll through town turned into an accidental shopping trip, with one hefty metal accessory.
Oh my gosh, here he goes. He's moving. Wow. Oh my god, he's going on the boat! He went on
A slick and snappy move of a master thief.
my god. He just stole our chips!
The wild lizard just dropped by to say hello, but clearly it wasn't exactly a welcome guest.
Boys, he did it. He's getting him. Yes, getting him. He's getting him. Yeah. Yep.
This snake made quite the entrance. A wild turkey caused chaos inside a home in Miami.
It's probably hurt.
At least if we can get it outside. They just run out? Oh, it's out.
This marked the first time local police had to deal with something this bizarre. This raccoon's plan didn't factor in his size, so now he's stuck on the roof. A wallaby dropped by Hamilton Base Hospital for a surprise visit. The timing couldn't be more perfect, because this happened on none other than Australia Day. What would you do in this case? Not a superhero, just a dog owner who loves their pup enough to take on a wild coyote. The security camera alert went off, but this time it wasn't a burglar. It was a tiger, casually strolling through a neighborhood in South Africa. Local security companies say it was safely captured, and thankfully, no one was hurt. When there wasn't enough grass by the riverbank, this hippo family decided to check out the neighborhood instead. Every step this rhino takes is calm, like royalty on a stroll. But don't forget, its raw power is unstoppable. Even with a solid wall, this giant burglar still managed to break in. And the kitchen was his first stop.
ما يخرج لك المرة هكا وش شعورك؟ حمدي الو روح خرجني.
Sun Devil Stadium just welcomed a rookie with smoother, faster moves than anyone on the field. This fox just stole the show, easily the highlight of the entire football season. What you're seeing isn't just dust. It's swarms of mosquitoes swirling in the humid air. Locals are being urged to stay indoors for their own safety.
You want a blanket?
Negotiations with an unexpected visitor are now underway. Inside a supermarket. A rare sight. Around 3,000 camels being evacuated from the port of Tripoli. In the harsh, food-scarce environment of Turkey, wolves often venture into settlements, and dogs are their primary targets. Caught strolling the streets after a serious flood, this hippo's now getting a gentle escort back home. A woman had to call the police after discovering hundreds of raccoons taking over her backyard.
Raccoons, and then when all of a sudden did it explode like this?
A zebra escaped from the zoo in Seoul, South Korea, and wandered through the city streets. The adventure came to an end when rescue teams stepped in and safely brought Zero back. Lion encounters are on the rise in India, as urban expansion continues to encroach on their natural habitat. Two men suddenly found themselves in the middle of a monkey uprising.
No!
This is how an elephant checks if there's any food inside the house.
Robbie, go away.
After disappearing since 1990, the rare Malabar civet has surprised many by making a sudden return. Security cameras captured the moment a lioness casually strolled into a hotel compound. Luckily, both the passing motorcyclist and the security guard walked away unharmed.
Dziki w Gdyni.
Weźcie 8 naliczyłam małych.
With claws ready and instincts sharp, a mountain lion boldly made its way into a residential neighborhood.
Esta casa, voy a acabar con todo. ¿Qué dijo? No, mijo. ¿Ey qué? ¿Ey qué? No se llame mi casita. Esta casa la pagué yo con mucho esfuerzo. Si se va a dañar esta casa la daño yo, no un huracán a venir acá al Kyoko.
It must have been a long night for the locals, as a pride of lions decided to experience city life up close. Today's unexpected salon guest is a wild boar. And let's be honest, no one was thrilled to welcome this unruly customer. This stag has been making regular visits to an elderly woman's home, and over time, the two have formed a special bond. The video shows dozens of ostriches sprinting through the streets after escaping from a farm in China. An MMA fighter in Florida wrestled an 8-foot alligator with his bare hands. Turns out, he's a licensed gator trapper who doesn't need gear to get the job done.
My gator boy.
A pickup truck full of goats blew a tire while crossing an overpass. A once-in-a-lifetime chance for a goat parade on the highway.
How will we get him away?
We won't. God, you're bossy dog. Look at this. He's going the next one now.
Oh, look, his
Watch
tail's
tail.
gonna go.
Ready?
His tail's gonna.
When a mongoose faces off with a cat, let's see who comes out on top. This mountain lion was caught enjoying a quiet break right behind a family's living room sofa.
That's something you don't see every day. Hello, Corey. Something you don't see every day. What are you doing in our tree?
Their home nearly turned into a zoo when they spotted a pride of lions in the backyard, right through their glass door. Looks like the car owner left some food inside, and Mama Bear wasn't about to let it go to waste. Being friendly to monkeys doesn't always mean they'll return the favor. These moments prove that no barrier can keep the wild from knocking at your door. Which encounter left the biggest impression on you? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more wild and unbelievable moments.